Hello dears, our next topic is determinants, okay, and I'm just telling you the technique of multiplication of determinants. You might have read about the multiplication of matrices, but I'm just telling you the technique by which you can find out the multiplication of determinants and how to use them in the complex problems of the determinants that I will tell you, okay. Now what you have to do in the case of matrices, we have to multiply the row with the column. Got this? But in this case you can do with the row by row. Okay, then what it will be, it is a1c1 plus b1d1. Got this? I have multiplied first row with first row and then first row with second row. That will become a1c2 plus b1d2. You got this or not? Okay, what about the second row? Second row क्या बनेगा? You just see that. It is a2b2 that is multiplied with the first row of that. This row is multiplied with the first row of the second determinant. So what your third element will be? It is a2c1 plus it is b2d1. Got this or not? Okay, and the last element you have to multiply the second row of first determinant with the second row of second determinant. That will become a2 c2 plus b2 d2. Okay dears, now this is a different technique to find out the multiplication of determinant. Okay, what is the use of this in solving this question which I have written in the below? Okay, you just see how. Right now what we have to do, we are not going to multiply two determinants. No, what we have to do right now is we have to just reduce this one into two different determinants whose multiplication is the given determinant. Okay, so again understand the multiplication technique. I am multiplying first row with first row, then first row with second row, then second row with first row, second row with second row. You will get four elements of the determinant. Right now I'm not going to multiply this determinant with anything. No, what I have to do, I have to find out the two determinants. I have to find out the two determinants whose multiplication is this. Now if you solve if you solve this equation, the given equation, by simpler methods, I am sure about this, it will take at least 1 or 2 pages. I think it may be more than that. But what you have to do right now, you just understand that I have to reduce this one into two determinants whose multiplication is the given determinant. Okay, just like I am reducing 6 equals to 3 into 2, just like that. Okay, so what I have to do, it is L square 2L1, it is 1 minus A, then A square. You just say that if I multiply first row with first row, what it will become? It is L square minus 2AL plus A square. What it will become? It will become the first element. If I am putting here 1 minus B, B square, 1 minus C, C square. You just understand that if I multiply first row with the first row, it will give the first element. If I multiply this with the second row, it will give the second element. And if I multiply this row with the third row, then it will give the third element of the first row. Got this or not? Similarly, what I have to do is, here it should be m square 2m and 1 and n square 2n and 1. Now see this, a very complex determinant is reduced to two simpler determinants. Got this or not? And what will be the answer for this? It's very easy. You can easily find out because these two determinants are very easy to find out. Okay dears, I'll just give you one more example for that. Okay, but that needs some practice at how to reduce this one into two different determinants. Okay, you just see that one more example for that. I'm sure about this, you can find out the determinants of these two in a very easier manner within one or two okay, within 30 to 40 seconds in fact. Okay, okay, what is the second question? And that question is already being asked in your IIT examination, and the normal technique to do that question is bit lengthier. Okay, you just see that how the question was like this. It is it that was cos of a minus p, cos of a minus q, and cos of a minus r. Okay, similarly cos of b minus p, cos of b minus q, cos of b minus r, cos of c minus p, cos of c minus q, cos of c minus r. Okay, you have to find out the determinant of this. Now you know what is the formula for cos A minus P. Cos A minus P is equals to cos A cos P plus sin A sin P. Now what I have to do? I have to reduce this determinant into two different determinants whose multiplication is the given determinant. Okay, now how to do that? You just see that properly. First determinant is this, second determinant is this. What should be the elements here? It is cos A, then sin A 0. Here it must be cos P sin P 0. If you multiply first row with the first row of second, what is the answer? It is cos A cos P plus sin A sin P. What it will give? It will give the first element. You got this or not? Then what should be the elements over here in the second row? It is cos q sin q 0. The next should be cos r sin r 0. Okay, if you multiply the first row with the second row of second determinant, you will get cos a cos q plus sin a sin q. That will be the second element. It means what? If you complete these two determinants, this is cos of b over here, sin of b over here 0, then cos of c sin of c 0. If you multiply these two determinants by the method which I have told you, you will get the same equation which is in the question. Now it's very easy to find out because one complete row is 0, so the value of this determinant will be 0. So this complex question can be done within a step. But again I'm telling you that you need some practice to separate or to dissolve this one or resolve this determinant into two different parts. Okay dears, but if you are master with this topic, at least you have to try few of the examples for this which you can refer with the notes. But I think this is a very easy technique to do the questions. Get this dear? Okay.